So, good morning, team. So far function and things are clear, right? You guys were able to do.
Yes, Kedar.
Okay.
Tamal, we are not able to hear you. I think you have said something about
Who?
Tamil
Oh,
or so. Tamil, you are talking now? Okay,
hmm.
okay, fine. He's going. Okay.
So Tamil is not able to hear me. You are telling.
No. He has spoken sometime back, it seems. So he was asking. And now he is fine, able to hear us and probably Kedar. Sorry, you can continue.
Yeah. So his voice is directly going to universe. Ah, okay. So today we will see some leftovers. Then we'll move to OOPS concept. Okay. We are nearing very close to our model development. Okay. Maybe not tomorrow. Next week onwards we'll start. Before that, we have to complete NumPy and Pandas, but slowly we'll start. Okay.
Okay, Kedar.
Yeah. Senthil, are you enjoying both office work and
Yes, Kedar.
training session and this? Okay. So, so everyone is on this class is from Altimetric, is it?
I think so, no.
Almost.
Almost.
Okay.
It's
Only Nisil is from Nisil and Uma from some other company. But
Hello, Kedar. This is Sudhakar. I'm from CTS.
oh, you are from CTS.
Yes, Kedar.
How did I reach CTS?
Mm, Can you repeat again?
No. So how did we reach CTS? I'm telling. Someone referred you or?
No, yes, Maithili right here.
Acha, acha. Maithili. So she is creating your career. Okay.
Yes, Kedar, yes.
Prashant is there.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Okay. So Prashant,
Yes, sir.
concentrate slowly. You will get. Okay.
Sure, sir.
So today we will see formatted string. Okay. It is known as F strings. Hmm? So what basically happens here is suppose you have uh, taken name. Okay. Name equal to something. Kedar. Right. And you want to print this name. So till today, what we were doing, right, print name, and it was printing, correct? But there are certain use cases, right, wherein like you have to print this name inside a string. Right? Suppose I want to output like this. So what it will print? Name is Kedar and print equal to name. So it will print only Kedar. Right? But suppose you want to print something in a string, right? That my name is Kedar, right? So there are two ways. So first way is simple way, which we do. So simple way is like this: print, then you can give my name is, and then plus Kedar. Okay, not plus Kedar, plus name. It will print. The second way is very widely used. Yes, second way is very widely used, which is F is print way, F is string way. Okay. So here you will be using right print right, the string name. I mean whatever string you want to print. Right. My name is Kedar. Yeah. Something you have to print. So what we will do, whatever string you want to write, right? My name is right, and give a curly braces here. Okay. And inside curly braces, give the variable name. So you want to print Kedar. Kedar is in a variable. Right? So give it name. And before string, this is your string, right? To complete the string, between double quotes, your string is there. Right? This is the variable you are going to print, right? And just append a word F. Okay. So this is known as F strings. Right? When it is useful, when you want to print lot of variables, like my name is you, my name is Kedar. I am 30 years old, right? I live in Chennai, something like that. Because in data science, we have to print like prompts and all, right? So that time you will be using this. Okay. So in prompt engineering, we'll use, or in normal programming as well, right? When you want to display some variable, something, right? So you'll be using this. Okay, clear? We'll see. I hope you all understood. Okay. So what I was telling, name equal to, I have given something Kedar here, right? And I want to print some print. So our normal way is you can print this. Okay? And then name. So it will print my name is Kedar, this variable. Right? The other way to print this is, right? I'm typing my name is Kedar. Okay. This completes my string, right? Give here F and whatever variable you are printing, put that name inside the curly bracket and run it. You will be able to name. Okay. Clear? So now I'm typing something, right? 30 or something. Okay. City equal to Chennai. Now you want to print something like this. My name is Kedar, right? Comma. So any string you can type. So basically inside a string, if you want to append some variable, you have to use this F. Okay. So I live in, right? And I am old. Now this string is over. So complete. This is my start string. This is my end string, right? Now, since you're inserting variable inside the string, you have to use F word here. F is a keyword. Yeah. And you will write age here. I live in, sorry. I live in city and I am, you can give here. Right? Just print it. It will print. My name is Kedar. I live in Chennai and I am 30 years old. Okay. Clear, guys?
Yes, Kedar.
Okay. So you can insert variables. You can insert whatever you want to do, right? You can multiply A cross B and then give, right? That is also possible. Suppose I have taken A equal to 10, B equal to 20, right? Now I want to print sum. Print. So now I'll write my string, right? Like sum of and wage, right? My string gets over here. Right? Sum of A and B is A plus B. This is also allowed. Okay. Let's see. I've not tried for many years. That works. Right? Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we can do a formatting also. Okay, float formatting using F string. So first one was insert something, right? This was the example of insertion. Insertion of variable inside the string. Right? Second thing, we can also do formatting little bit. Okay. So, second thing is formatting. Let's assume the value of pi is 3.14, right? But when you calculate the value of pi, it will come suppose 3.267 is there, right? And you just want to display until 2 decimal points. So what we have to do is like inside print, hmm, give F, right? Or let us not do like that. We'll go with the steps only. Since all are doing first time, right? So we'll follow. First, we'll write the string. So string I am writing. Yeah. You write value. Value of pi age, right? Then give pi here. Right? Then append it with F. Okay. Right? Now I do not want, I want up to 2 decimal points, right? I want up to 2 decimal points. So what we have to do, if you want to do uh, something, write colon here, okay? Write colon here and give point to F. So it will display pi. It will display the value of pi, but not entirely, right? Not entirely. It will only display up to 3.14. After decimal point, print 2. Okay, 2 digits. Clear? Suppose you want to print, okay. Suppose my string is like this, right? So same is same string and I'm writing here pi. So this will give everything 3.14267, right? Now I want to print up to 2 digit. What I have to do? Pi colon percent 2f, right? Not percent 2f, 0.2f. So it will give up to 2 decimal. Right? If you want to print up to 3 points, after decimal 3 points, this 0.3f. So this will give 3.142. Okay, clear, right? Let's do so it will be visible.
Yes, Kedar.
So pi equal to 3.145678. Something is there. Okay. And I'm printing, right? Value of pi is, this is my string. Pi. Okay. Without this, what it will come? Right? So it is giving that value of unterminated string literal. We'll see one by one. So it is printing value of pi is pi, right? Because we have not given f here. You just give f. So it will substitute the value of pi. So that is fine, right? Now I want to print only up to 2 decimal points, right? Or let us try with colon 0.2f, right? 3.14, right? I want to print up to 4 decimal points. So this will be giving this. Okay. So it is very useful when you are working with large files, a lot of variables are there, right? In those scenarios, you can use F. Now you know
Kedar, if
the
I
meaning and you know how to use. Yeah,
Kedar,
madam.
if I put it to after colon dot, it is adding 0 at the end.
Can you tell me what? Uh,
Forget to put dot after colon, like say
Ah.
for example, pi
okay.
pi colon dot. If I forgot, then it is adding 0 at the end of the original value.
Okay.
You know?
This will keep complete string. No? Same thing you're telling, Uma, or
That's the same thing. Can you try for 2f colon 2f?
2F. Okay. Same thing.
Why for me additionally 0 is getting added? I tried for 3f, 2f, it was added.
Is it?
Yes.
Can you pass the link in WhatsApp?
Yes,
Maybe
I will.
give me the code. I'll compile and see. So F strings are very, very useful. Initially, we did not learn because I thought I'll teach in once we do function. So it is a function actually.
Kedar, you just carry on. I'll just launching WhatsApp in my laptop. I'll see.
अच्छा अच्छा ठीक है. Oh, Maithili is off, huh?
She pinged it. Within 1 hour, she will join, she said.
Maithili is here.
No, she messaged in the WhatsApp saying that she will join after 1 hour. She's traveling somewhere.
Okay. ठीक है, I'll carry now. Carry on. Okay. So who are absent, guys? I see 18 people.
Soundarya uncle seems not well, so she just now messaged me, Kedarji. So she won't be
Okay.
able to jump today.
Okay. So
Maithili in the call only, since
yeah,
she had joined on mobile.
yeah. She has joined from mobile. No problem. Okay. Some of you told me that you guys are not having time and not able to follow up. So 3 people said that they will join in next batch. Okay. Because of work pressure and all. Am I going too fast or how it is?
It's normal only, Kedarji. You are able to follow it up.
It's not too fast, Kedar. You're going in a normal manner only.
Yeah, because yesterday Sajni, then Krista and others said that they're not able to follow and it's not getting time. So I said it's okay. This is the very slowest speed I can teach. Okay, because we have to see that if you go to any institute and all, people won't teach these many things in depth. Okay, so you won't learn much. But this is my curated course, and wha- whatever speed I have learned, right, I'm teaching that only.
Kedar, I pasted a screenshot in WhatsApp. I'm also seeing 2 zeros. Can you check that? Yeah.
I have added Kedar.
Okay.
I gave this 2F.
Yeah. Hmm. It's correct, no?
0 is added at the end, right? I declared pi to be 3.14267, right?
So anything after 0 is 0 only. In decimal, whatever. So don't worry about that.
Okay.
So in real math, what is it? 3.14 and 3.140, or is all are same, no?
0.14159257.
So don't worry that what output is coming. We should know how to use,
Fine. Okay.
because in many places people use it and in the code reviews and all they don't understand. Right now I'm struggling with some of the freshers. Okay, they know model deployment and all, but these small things people don't understand, and because of this we got a defect last week in production. Everything was crashing only because of someone gave this pi, this parent, I mean this bracket, and could not give a value inside. And the code was written by AI, and people did not review it. Yeah, so things are not that good.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay, fine. I hope you guys are understanding. Okay.
Yes, Kedar.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'll also go towards some of the missing statements, or you call important statements, right? One was return. Yeah. Someone wants to tell.
Front or back? Share ಮಾತು Okay.
Sandil, if you're not talking, please
Sir,
mute.
sir.
No problem. In online meetings, right? 10 people will say, "Am I audible? Am I audible?" Then 10 times you have to tell, like, don't talk. If you're talking, keep on mute. These are normal things, so no worries. Okay, so return. There are some keywords we learned today. Return, break, right? Continue, and fourth one is pass. Okay. So as we know, return is used with functions. Okay? So return is mostly used with functions. Break is used to break from the loop itself, right? So this is used with loop. Okay? Continue is also used with loop. You can loop means you can use for loop, while loop. Okay. And pass is used when you want your functions or your statements to do nothing. Right? We'll see the examples. Okay. So first one is return.
அதை க்ளோஸ் பண்ணடா.
Close இருக்கம்மா. Def sum. I'm taking a sum function. I'm writing a sum function. And first one I am telling you how the return works. Return. Take a tab space here and return whatever you want to return. Suppose I want to return sum. I'll be writing like this. So this is one use of return with functions. Okay. Second thing is, suppose if you're writing here itself, right? In this function itself, you're writing something. Okay? Def sum x comma y. Or I'll take another example. That's not good example. Okay. I'll take suppose a normal function. Okay? Def test. Okay. So what it does, it will print something. Print hello. Right? And then I'm writing a word return. Right? And after that, I'm writing print something. Right? Print end. So here, if you are giving 4 or 5, right? This will return 9. But when I call this method from outside, if I'm calling this method, right? Test. Can someone guess what will be the output? So you have written a method test here and you're calling it. So this method, sorry. So this method will be called, test method will be called, and it will print hello first, right? And after that you have return nothing, right? So this method will exit from here, okay? And this will never be printed. So it is unreachable code. It is unreachable code. So end will not be printed, right? Only output will be hello. So whenever you are writing any method and all, you have to make sure that as a good programmer, don't give return. And after that return, don't write anything. Otherwise that code will become unreachable. Okay. Should do. So I wrote def sum like x comma y. So this is my function. Return x plus y. So I'm just telling the use of this, guys. Okay. Now in order to call, you have to come out of function and call print. Let us call sum 4 comma 5. Okay. And run it. It is returning 9. Okay. Now I'm writing another function. Def, instead of test, maybe you can write greet. I'm just typing. So it will say that it will tell hello. Okay. Then you are writing return, right? And if you're trying to do something after that, end. Okay. Right? And after that, you call this greet method. Without method call, it won't work. So it will print only hello and then return. Right? This function will be exited here. Okay? So whenever you write a method, right, make sure you're not giving return abruptly. Otherwise, your program will return end. Okay. Clear, team? I hope you understood. Anyone has any doubt?
So this kind of issue will happen only when we return empty, right?
Yeah, but no. If you're returning hello also, it will happen, no? Without condition, if you're writing something, means
Okay.
the code will not reach here. Right? Even though if you're writing returning something, then put some value here. If condition, else, right? Suppose my variable is x equal to 1, right? If you are writing here some condition, if x equal to 1, right? Then print hello and then return, right? Else. Else. And you can also write here, right? Return hello. Else return and this is fine, right? So return in a sequential way, right? Whatever we did. Suppose if you're writing x, I mean, in the previous code, what was there? You printed something, returned, and you're trying to return something without condition. It won't work. This is the clean way of doing coding. Okay? Do not write any code which is not reachable, because no one can catch. Those are called dead code or unreachable code.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So first one, return is clear for you guys. I will go for break.
Okay.
Break is a statement, you can say keyword. So how it works is, so it will immediately terminate the execution from the loop. Okay? Break immediately terminates. Right? And comes out of loop. We'll see that. Okay. So only it will come out of loop. Okay. And it will control will go to the first statement after the loop. We'll see it. Right? And control will move to first statement after the loop. In which loop it is defined, that will be exited, and the control will go to next one. Let's assume I'm writing this. So one program is a small program. Right? Suppose you are telling for I in range 1,6, right? So 1,6 means it will read 1 to 5 here in I. So basically I am passing 1 to 5 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in I. Okay. Right? Now give a tab space, and I am printing I. Right? So what will happen? It will print everything. Right? It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now there is a requirement for you that this loop should not work when the condition is 3, right? So if this will work, right? So this is one condition. This is plain 4 condition. It will work. Okay. Now if you want to exit exit from this loop based on one condition. So for I in range 1, 6. Again 1 to 5 will go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will go here, right? I am just writing a condition. Okay. Give a tab space. If I equal to 3. If value of I is 3, okay, then what you do? You just break. Give a tab space here. Break. Okay. And then you are printing I inside this, right? So let me explain how it works. First, I equal to 1. Is I equal to 1? No. First time I is having 1. So I is 1. Is 1 equal to 3? First iteration will be like this, right? I is equal to 3? No. So it won't go inside break, right? And nothing will happen. And so it will print 1. Okay. Second iteration, I equal to 2. Right? Is 2 equal to 2? I mean 3. I is 2. 2 equal to 3? No, it is false. So it will not go inside this if loop. So break will not happen, right? So now 2 will be printed. Right? In third case, right, I is equal to 3. Right? Now this condition will be checked. Right? Now it will say 3 is equal to 3. Yes, true. So it was false. It was false. Now it is true. It will go inside and break. It will run this. Right? So it will be breaking from here. Means if loop is just for condition check, break means it will exit from the entire for loop. Right? Break will take your control out of for loop. Okay. So now this statement will not be executed because it is inside the for loop. Okay. Clear? So what will be our final output 1 and 2? Okay. And after outside of for, if you have written something, right? Print hello means normal execution will start. Right? Then you can do your int a equal to 10, 20, whatever you want in the program, right? So these things will get executed. Is it clear, team? So break what it does, right? If the condition matches, right? So it will break from the loop itself. Okay? Not if loop. It will be breaking out of for loop. Nobody is answering.
Oh, got it, Kedaji.
Okay.
So, okay. So we are doing break. Yeah. For I in range 1, 6. Inside this loop, if you are printing I, so this will print from 1 to 1 to 5. Right? Now I want to exit after when I equal to 3. I don't want to print after that. Right? So what we have to do? Let me copy from here. Right? I'm giving a condition if my I is 3. You can give any value here. Right? Then break. Right? Clear. And if you want to print something, not something. See, this is just to break. Right? But this for loop has to print other values, right? For that, I'm writing a print here. Print I. So it will print 1, 2, and after 3, it will break. Okay.
So if I write after a break, then inside the if loop, it will not print.
Yes.
Yes.
No. Yeah. Okay. What I'm saying is, suppose you're not giving anything, right? Unindented does not have. If you want to break and print something. Now I did not give condition. I'm just breaking, right? Or I'm printing I only. Right? What will happen now? Nothing will be
Okay.
get.
Uh,
Right? So first time I was 1, right? Then it went to break. It exited. It did not print anything. Right? So whether a condition satisfies or not, right? Break is taking you out of for loop,
okay, got it. Yeah.
right? This is very important, guys. It looks easy, but most programming errors happens during that F string, break, continue, and all. I hope it is clear, right?
Yes, clear.
Okay. Now how many are there? 11. SL. All right. Let us do the same thing for while loop also. Okay. We should know the uses. Okay. I am writing a variable count equal to 1. Okay. And then while there is a while loop and it is always true. Hmm? TRUE. While true, then do something, right? Print count. Okay. Then I am writing if count is equal to 5. Okay. Break. I'm not writing break. Okay. I'm writing count equal to count plus 1. Okay. Let us slowly try to understand what it will print. Now count is 1, right? If count equal to 5, I'm not doing anything. Okay. Or what this loop will print. Anyone? The
It
count will
will
keep in.
go
One.
infinite try, right? It will
Yes.
go on.
So
Infinite.
yeah, so it will go to infinite loop. Right? See, it's going to infinite loop. Now I have to terminate it. Now it has stuck. It went to infinite loop. Right? Uh, so now we have to terminate. Where was that kernel? So nothing is happening now. Right? So this is also one of the mistakes which we make. See, my program hang. So I have to kill now. So my compilation itself got I have to start Jupyter Notebook now. Okay. So here it came, right? Now I have to break this while loop. Otherwise, it will always go into infinite. Okay? I am telling if the count is 5, right? Break, right? So it will print 1, 2, 3, 4, and then come out. Clear?
Yes, Kedar.
Sub, yeah. Now we'll go for continue. Okay. If this is clear, we'll move to continue. So continue is a keyword. Okay. What it does is, so break, when the break encountered, when we encountered break, after that nothing worked. Right? Continue is just opposite of that one. Okay. So what it basically does is, right? It skips the current iteration. It skips the current iteration, right? And the next iteration continues. So basically in the same example, here we did if I equal to break. If you are doing continue here, right? So I'm just trying to print for I in range 1, 3. Right? And if I want to skip I equal to 3, right? Then I will write here continue. Right? And then print I. So what happens, right? If I, let us trace it. First, 1 to 5.
Yeah. 3 won't come there. It's just about.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4 will come here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So first time I is 1. It will check whether 1 is equal to 3. No. Right? Which is false. So it will not go inside this and it will print I. Right? So 1 is printed. Second time I is 2. Right? Now it will check here. Right? 2 is equal to 3. No. Right? False. So it will not go into continue and print I. So my output is 1 and 2. Right? Now third time, now I is 3. Right? It will check 3 is equal to 3. So it is true. Right? So continue will come here. After that, continue will come here. So continue, what it does is it takes the control back to the next iteration. Okay. So it will skip this. Now 3 will not be printed. Okay. Current I was having 3, and when 3 is equal to 3, then you are asking to skip that iteration. So 3 will not be printed here. Okay. 3 will not be printed. Okay. And control will not come out of for loop. Okay. It will go to the for loop and next iteration will start. Okay. Now I has 4. Right? I has 4. It will check whether 4 is equal to 3. No. False. So it won't go to continue. It will print I. So it will be printed 1 to 4. You got the difference? If here break was there, then the output was 1, 2. Right? If continue is there, means the current I will be not printed. Right? Current iteration, the I value is 3. So that will not be printed, rest others will be printed. Okay. Yeah. So let us do continue. So what it does, it skips current iteration only, right? And next iterations will keep happening. Okay. For I in, let us take larger value, 1, 7. If I is equal to 4, then continue. Else print I. Right? So only I equal to 4 will not be printed, and 1 to 6 values will be printed. In that 4 will not come. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 will come. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 is coming. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
Kedar.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Right. Now fourth one is pass. Pass means do nothing. Okay. So it is a placeholder. Right? It is just a placeholder. Let's assume I'm defining some function. Right? In real life, you will be seeing this example. So I'm defining one method or function. Def sum. It is taking 2 value. Okay. And you don't want to do something here. Okay. Means you will be developing it after some time. So what you can do, just type pass. Okay? It won't give any error. Okay? So it will do nothing. So your function is not doing anything right now. Okay? Later on, you can give the definition of that. So pass does nothing. It is the placeholder. Okay. So let's define any function sum. Yeah. Now if I'm not writing anything, right, and compile it, it will give error. Right? Incomplete input. So because you don't know what this function has to do and you are just writing it and leaving it empty, yeah, yeah. So it is throwing some error. So when you give a pass keyword here, right, means do nothing. Now it won't give any error, right? So after some time, what you will do, you can do here, right? Z equal to X plus Y. Okay. And you are calling from this method, okay? Sum 4, 5. Print. Z. Yeah. So 9 is coming. What is the use? If you don't know what your method is doing, and if you don't want your code to throw some error, you will just do here pass. Right? Compile it, then run this method. It won't return anything, but it will not throw any error either.
So in which situation we'll be using this pass in real?
Yeah. So suppose you're defining a lot of methods, Suma, and if you don't know what this function will do, right? Or maybe there are leads and all, right? So they develop the functions or architect what it does, he will just give the, so it is just like giving the method signature. That you are only declaring the methods, you are not defining. Right? And tomorrow, maybe after the first code review and all, right? Because you're just giving interface here, no? That we will be writing a method sum which will take 2 arguments, but what it is going to do is not known, or maybe your APIs are not ready, right? Because API should send X and Y value, right? So in those scenarios, it is useful. Means,
Understood. Thank you.
yeah. Okay. So far we understood break, continue, pass, return, and F strings. Is there any doubt, guys?
No, Kedarji.
No, Kedar.
Okay. Prashant, Satish. Satish is not joining the call, right? Satish, are you there?
I think
Or
he
he's
joined either. Let me check why he didn't join.
okay. Yeah, because these are important concepts, Maithili. So if I know you guys will be watching training, but if you're not joining, right, just drop me a message. I mean, I'll know. Thank you. All right, so I'll be moving on. Yeah, so what else is remaining now? Let me just check. Okay. Okay. I'm moving on to advanced topic, guys, starting today. Okay. which is your Python OOPS. Python also supports object-oriented programming. Right? So far, we were learning Python in a traditional way. We did not create objects, we did not create class, right? And we learned Python, and it was a really fun way, right? But what happens in your real world in like companies and all? You have to design a class, then create objects, and you have to interact with your functions using a object. Okay, like so in those scenarios, OOPS is important, right? So what is OOPS? OOPS is basically object-oriented programming, right? And Python supports everything like Java did. Only syntaxes are different. Okay. So the benefits of OOP is what is OOPS first of all, right? Object-oriented programming language. Right? Python is also an OOPS language. Okay? Or you can say that Python supports OOPS. So it helps you to organize your code using classes and objects. Right? So it helps you to organize your code using, we'll see what are classes and objects, class and objects. Okay. This is the standard definition of OOPS. Okay. Then what are the OOPS properties? What are the object-oriented programming concepts? First one is class. Okay. Second one, object. Right? Third one is inheritance. Okay. Then encapsulation. Abstraction. What else? Polymorphism. Right? In this, there will be compile time and runtime. So we'll cover everything. Today we will go with class and objects, and time permits. We'll see this also. Okay. So in interviews, they will try to confuse you. Okay. What is the difference between OOPS in Python and Java? So just say that as Java supports OOPS, right? Concepts, Python also supports it. Okay? And there is not much difference. Okay. The way Python supports is little easier in terms of syntax and implementation. So in Python, like everything is easy. Okay? But this method and everything will, definition, the the way it works, concept and everything are same. Okay? So we have class, object, inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, abstraction. Okay? We will be studying everything in detail. Okay? So what is class? So let us first see the syntax of class. So you will be writing a keyword class and any name here. Okay. So this name is user defined. So I'm writing a class now. Class is student. Okay. And you will be giving here colon. Right? So now a student class got defined and created. Okay. If you don't want anything to do, what you have to do is give a tab space and pass. So your dummy class is created. Okay. This is the way to create class in Python. Class and class name. Okay. Now the question comes, right? What is class? So I don't go with bookish definition and all. So class is a user defined data type. Right? Class is a user defined data type using which we can create real time objects. Right? This is a very simple definition, and don't remember bookish. You remember this. Okay? Class is an user defined data type. You are giving this, you are creating this object, right? Not object. This is student class you are creating with class keyword. So class is an user defined data type. Okay. Using which we can create objects. Right? And one more thing you can see, right? So, so what is class? If you don't have class, you will not be able to create objects. In a similar way, like if you don't have your map, right, you will not be able to construct house. If map is not there, right? If map is not there, okay, your builder cannot construct a house. So house will not be constructed. Constructed. So in second line, right? So map is what? Map is a blueprint, right? If a builder has map or the blueprint, he can construct house in Perumbakam, right? He can construct house in Tenampet also. He can create house in Tambram, right? The same house, whatever house he is creating in Perumbakam will be same to Tenampet and same in Tambram. Okay. So basically this map is class, right? So what definition comes from here for class? Second key point for class is it is a blueprint, right? Like a map from which you can create objects. So second one is it is a blueprint like a map. It is a blueprint from which objects are created. Any doubt here?
No, Kedar.
So basically, now you have to start thinking everything in terms of Python data science. Okay. Just remember that class is a keyword which you have defined, right? So class is a user defined data type using which you can create objects, right? Sometimes it is also called as blueprint in some of the books and all, right? So it is a blueprint. Why? Because from blueprint only you will be able to construct houses. Unless you have a class, you won't be able to create objects. Okay. Now the example comes, what is class and what is objects in real world, right? So suppose your class is IPL teams. Right? I'm giving a real-time example. Okay? Class is IPL teams. Right? And its attributes, its objects are like okay. Let us learn first objects also, then you will understand. So object is nothing but instance of a class. Okay. So second concept is what are objects? Objects are it is an instance of a class. Right? Example and how it is created. Suppose your class is a student. Class student colon. I'm just not writing anything now. Pass. Okay. Your class is created. Outside this class, if you're writing obj is equal to student and this bracket, right? Parenthesis. Right? So here object will be created. This means object creation. Okay. We'll see in detail, but I'm just giving you the actual meaning right now. Okay. So real-time examples are like class IPL teams. Right? Then its objects are Chennai Super Kings, right? DC. These teams are objects. Right? What is any other team? I forgot. Bangalore, right?
Royal
CSK,
Challengers.
RCB, GT. All these are objects, right? Why all these are objects? Because now I'm telling IPL teams will have 2, 3 attributes, right? There will be team name, right? Then team players, right? Then team owner, right? There will be team coach, something like. So if you see CSK, right? CSK is the object of IPL teams, and each and every attributes will be true for this, right? Team name will be there, team captain will be there, right? So getting the sense of class and object now. Okay, now I'm asking a simple question. Suppose your class is Indian cricket team. Now I created pass. So here Virat Kohli is a object. Okay. This guy, Yashasvi Jaiswal. I don't know YAS. Okay, Jaiswal. This Bumrah. So all these players are objects. Right? So something like any entity which cannot exist without class is known as object. Clear? Can Virat Kohli exist without Indian cricket team? If Indian cricket team is a class? No. We cannot create Virat Kohli as an object, right? Hope I'm making sense.
Yes, Kedar.
Is there someone who is still not able to understand? Let's assume I'm creating a class vehicle, right? You can basically create any class. Then you need to think from vehicle, what vehicle I will create, right? This is a class. I created pass. So my class is created. Right? Now, this Maruti might be a car. BMW might be one car. Right? Toyota, right? Something like that. So Toyota is another car. Right? Why these are car? Because here whatever attributes you'll define, right? Vehicle will have engine. Vehicle will have wheel. Vehicles can have steering. So all these properties will be applicable to this. Right? Maruti car will have an engine, right? Without engine, it won't work. It will have four wheels, right? It will have a steering. Right? So all these properties will exist, right? See, Maruti cannot exist without vehicle class. Okay? You cannot create this Maruti object without a class. So objects are nothing but instance of class. Right? They are instance of class, right? And each and every property of this class vehicle will be copied to Maruti, right? Because this is a class is just now we some time back we learned, right? It is a blueprint. So using this blueprint, which is class, you can create an object Maruti, BMW, Toyota, which will have all the member functions and variables. Okay. Hmm? Yeah. Now I will start giving you small examples so that you will get uh, familiar. Okay. I am creating a class student. Okay. So I'll write class student. Okay. Now inside this student class, right, I have to define some variables and some uh, I want to have two variables like a student will have a student name and age. Okay. And I want to display method. I want a display method. So how will you do it? Okay. So now I'm going into constructor, guys. Okay. Class student. In In Java and C, what was constructor? Constructor was the function which was having the same name as class name, right? Correct? Constructor in Java or C++ was, suppose your class was student. It is in Java, okay? Suppose your class is student, right? Then we were creating a method function called student, same name. Right? We were creating same name. Your class name is student, so your constructor name will also be student. Okay? And we were initializing the objects here, correct? But in Python, right, this is in Java. In Python, how we do it, right? So we will be writing a method. Okay? So method, just give a tab space, right? Then def. Then we will be writing double underscore, then init, then underscore, okay? And then something called self here. This is by default. Self should be a, what do you call? This is object. Like in student, suppose it in Java, it was taking 3 variables, int a, int b, right? Int a, int b was coming in Java. Without comparison, we can't do. Okay. Suppose okay. So this constructor takes 3 values. Suppose int name, not int name, string name, right? Please bear with me, guys. This sometimes it doesn't work. iPad. String name and int age. I'm passing this, right? So since it is a constructor, what we had to do, right? We had to assign, right, this dot name. You remember? This dot name is equal to name. And this dot age is equal to age. This is how we were creating a constructor in Java, right? And when we were creating this object, right, obj, we were creating like this, right? Student obj is equal to new we were creating new keyword what's coming here, then class name, right? Then we were writing Kedar and suppose age 30, right? This is how the whole thing was written in Java, right? I created a class, right? We created a constructor, right? Now this dot name is different from this name, okay? So name was passing here and age was passing here, right? And from here, Kedar is going to this name and age was going to this int age, and this dot name was having like Kedar and 30, right? So here that this dot name will have Kedar and it will have 30. Right? So we do the same thing in Python also, but now the constructor is not like that. Okay. So this is the syntax of constructor. I'll write in a new thing so that it won't confuse. In Java and Python, Python is very easy. Class student, then you will give a tab space. I am creating a constructor. For that, you have to write def. Then underscore init. 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 Then again double underscore. Okay. Then self. Always you will be using self because in Python everything is object. I'll prove that. Okay. Self. Then name and then age. Right. Colon. Right. Then give a tab space. What will you do? Self dot name. Self dot name is equal to name and self dot age equal to age. Okay. Then you will be creating an object of this. Suppose object name is S. S equal to you're giving a student. Okay. And since self is a reference to the current object. Reference to current object. So basically self is an object. Okay. Like in Java, we have this, but here we have to pass it as a argument or parameter with constructor. And I want to pass Kedar and 30. Right? Done, guys. Right? So this much easy this. Right? So what will happen when you create an object? Right? Here, when you create an object, so the constructor will be called. So what will be called? Underscore init. Right? Will be called, and since you are having two parameters, right? So Kedar will go here in the name and 30 will go in the age, right? And inside this, if there is any method, right? Suppose you want to create another method. Right? Okay, so now I have a constructor. So we can't write those methods inside the constructor. Right? I have to create one display method. So how will we do now? Right? So you will create a display method. Def. Display. Okay. And here also you give self. 1 minute. Colon C. Constructor and constructor is inside the class. Okay? And this def is also inside class. So there should be at the same level. Okay. Now a tab space here. I want to display, right? I have to print. So you can print as dot name or self dot name. You can also print self dot age. Okay. Now I have to create object. Just write s equal to student. Kedar 30, right? So this will call the constructor, right? And if you want to call this method, right? Now this method cannot be called directly by display. Okay? You have to use s dot display. Okay. Any doubt? Team?
No, Kedar, from my end.
Okay. Then I'm moving to coding now. So what we wanted to see, like class. So class student. So this will have a constructor. So constructor starts with underscore init underscore then self keyword, right? Self is necessary. Okay, we can write it like this and pass it, right? It will work. Okay. At the class level or here itself you can do, okay? S equal to student. Now I'm not passing anything, so I'll write like this. Unindented does not match any outer indentation, right? One minute, guys. What is happening? Yeah. Parenthesis is there, right? We have parenthesis. Uh, I have not given those name and all, but I want to make sure that you understand this also. Okay. Same thing I have also written. Class student def init. So there is no error.
No, I think it's indentation error. So
Oh,
give
okay.
space after.
Yeah. Yes. So our creation is correct. Okay. Now I want, right? So Uma, this is how, like, I created a dummy class, right? And created an object, class is working, but this class is not having anything. So when I want to define something, right, I will pass name here and age here, right? Then we'll remove pass. So pass was just a placeholder that someone will change the definition. Okay. Now what we have to do, so self dot name equal to name, self dot age equal to age. Okay. Now also nothing happening, right? Now the error is coming is you gave two arguments here, right? But while creating objects, we did not give value, right? That's the reason it is telling init is missing two required positional arguments, name and age. So basically we have to pass name and name here now. Something like that. So now it is fine. But it is not printing anything, right? So what we have to do is you can do here print self dot name. Let's see printing or not. Okay. So it prints. And you can also do print self dot age. Clear? But this is a not right way of doing this, because you have created a constructor and inside constructor you are writing everything. Okay? So inside constructors, okay, right? We should only do object initialization, and one more thing you can do, right? You can have some of the code which you don't want your user to modify. Those things you write here. Okay. Suppose I am writing, right, one printf. So do you see whenever you go to ATM machine, right? In ATM you get those like keyboards to you, right? Check your balance, right? Here to create your pin. So those kind of reusable things, right, which you don't want user to control, right? Which you don't want any developer to control. Those things we can do. Like you can give database connectivity here. Or for ATM, you can give menu display, right? Because you don't want the options of menu to be displayed, right, based on user's choice, right? Menu items. Like I'm just giving, right? If you're giving create pin, right? Something like that. Second, change pin. Okay? These kind of item you can give them. Third one is check balance. Apart from these things, we should not give anything inside constructor, because Why we should not give? Because the moment we are creating objects, right, all these things are being executed, right? So far nothing has happened. User has only reached to ATM and he has inserted his card, right? So all these options will be displayed to him. Getting right why we use?
Yes.
Okay. So now we don't want these items based on any action, right? So whenever you are creating this student object, what is happening? These name and age variables are being assigned, okay? And this will automatically be called. Okay? See here, menu items. And now user actions, create pin, change pin, check balance, all these things you can write inside different functions, okay? So far I'm removing them. I'm just keeping one small, right? Inside constructor. Now I want to define another method which will display. So let me quickly do it. Quick display self. Just passed one argument self. Okay. Because this self dot name and other things are already there. We can just print them. So I will print. Now I am using f string. Okay. My name is and age is. So whatever we studied today, right? Self dot name and self dot age. Okay. Now I'm running it. Okay? I'm not giving f here. Let's see what happens. So only inside constructor is coming. Okay? I have to call it. Now I need to call this display method from object s dot display. It is telling my name is self dot name and age is self dot age. So what should we do?
Format, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So F. My name is Kedar and age is 30. So whatever we were doing until today, like passing values to a function and directly printing, now we are doing with the help of object-oriented programming. Like we have created a class, right? And we are writing objects, right? We also know what is init method and why do we use. So what is init? Init is a constructor. So it's very important that we understand this, the meaning of also. So in constructor in Python is init. It is underscore underscore. It is def. Underscore underscore, okay, and self. Okay. Clear? It can take one argument. It can take two arguments. How much ever arguments you want, you can pass it in comma separated. Okay. So in Python, constructor is denoted by underscore underscore init and self is a by default. If you'll not give this, it won't work. Okay. because everything inside Python is object. That we can see also. So what I'm saying is everything in Python is object. Let us see. So let's assume a equal to 20, right? And just try printing type of a. It will say int. Print type of a class int. Right? So what is happening? 20 is an object of class int. You can refer like this. Any doubt in constructor, guys? No, right?
No, Kedaji.
No, Kedaji.
Okay.
And okay, one thing I forgot to mention, this init method, right? All the methods which are prefixed by and postfixed by double parentheses are known as magic methods. Very important. They'll say what is magic method, right? So we need to tell that anything in Python, right, which is prefixed and postfixed by double underscore is known as magic method. Okay, and init is one such method. But what is magical about it, right? Because without creating any object, I mean, only by creating the objects, whatever inside this method is there, right, that is being called. So all these magic functions will have different ability of doing things. Yeah. So first one is it is called, right, at the time of object creation, right, and all the code is executed. All the code is executed implicitly during object creation. That's the reason it is called magic method. The meaning of magic method is whatever written inside the constructor or magic right, inside constructor is called implicitly. You don't need to call them separately, like database connectivity, display of menu items in ATM, or whatever functionality you want to define or run, right? By default will be coming here. Okay, that's the reason it is called magic method. So very, very important topic, right? What is constructor? So don't say that constructor has the same name as class name, right? We have to tell that constructor is denoted by underscore underscore init underscore underscore, okay, which takes a argument self, right? And it is a magic method, right? Because it is called at the time of object creation, right? So during object creation, two things happens here, right? all the values are being assigned, right? See, name and age you are passing. So that will be assigned to self dot name and self dot age. Okay. And whatever code you have written, right? Here it is a simple print statement, but you can write code, database connection and all. Okay. That will be tackled here. Okay. Hope I'm clear.
Yes.
Yes.
Give me a minute. I'm having a glass of water. All right, guys. So what is self? Here, init takes an argument self, right? So self is it is an object. Okay. Self refers to the current object of the class. We are not creating anything, right? Self is current object. We'll do some exact exercise, then it will be clear. Current object of the class. Okay. Means we created an object. Right? Here. Right? So what we did? We did s equal to student. Now I passed here first time Kedar and 30. Right? I can create another object s1 equal to again a student class name and let's assume it is Prabhu. 25 something like. I can create another object s3. Right? Student Maithili, something like that. So for each object, right, these values will be passed to this constructor. So when you are calling object S, so whatever Kedar and 30 are referring to object S. Right? Whenever you are passing Prabhu and 25. So this Prabhu and 25 will be assigned to here, self.name. Now this self will be referring to S1 object, right? From which object you have called, that will become the current object. Okay. Hello.
Yes, Kedar.
Okay. So you got it. What I am saying is, so just now we created S equal to student Kedar, no? I can also do like this. S1 equal to student, right? So suppose I'm passing Sendil, right? Some age. So again, the init constructor will be called from here, right? But that time Sendil and 25 will be going here, right? So this self will be pointing to this object, right? S1. That's right. S1 dot name will be Sendil. then s1 dot age will be same thing. So self, based on your object, this self object will be referring to whatever you are working for. Here, so if I am doing s dot s equal to student, right? So s will be pointing, self will be pointing to s. If you are using this one, right, then self will be pointing to s1, right? So everything inside Java, I mean Python is object. Okay, so self is a object which refers to the current object, or we can say that it is a reference to the current object. Like this keyword was there in Java. Okay. We'll do some code, so it will be easier. So very basic we did. Yeah. Now I want you guys to full Python code. Okay, I'll write full Python code of some of non-entities. So I want to create a class. Okay, create a class student only. This time we will add some functionality. Okay, student which does following task. So first one is add a student. Second one is student. Third one is search. Student. Fourth one is we'll do some delete student. So in our machine learning coding and all, these kind of questions comes. Okay? It's very important. We know this. Sorry. It's a markdown. So I want to design very basic code which will do this activity. So let us do together. Class student, right? Now what will the first statement? We have to create a constructor. For that we'll write def underscore
Init
init.
underscore.
Then you will give self. Now we don't know what to pass, right? Now we'll think. Just compile it, it should run. So it's running. Fine. So I can pass student will have name, roll number, and marks. Right? So I'm passing 3 parameters. Right? I have name, roll number, and marks. Okay. Now I'm removing this. So how will we initialize now using self? What should be the statement? Self dot name.
Equal to name.
Yeah. Self dot roll number. Roll number. Okay. And self dot marks equal to marks. Correct. So our constructor is ready. I don't want to print anything. Just print here. Print. I am constructor. Now let us create an object. This S3 or give S1 only. Student equal to student, right? What should we pass now?
Name, any name, Vedaji.
Yeah, so we'll pass initial and suppose 80, right? Just compile and run.
The constructor needs to print. Just need to close it, right? Go to work.
I'm calling this. Right? So everything got initialized and this statement got executed means your class definition is correct. Right? Now, what was the question? Right? Add a student. Right?
We have
So add
added
is, yeah, add a student. You can say it got added, or we can add as a method also. Right? So since they have asked explicitly, I will create a function def add student. And since this is a method, it will take our parameter self. Okay. Now, let us ask user to add. Okay. Name equal to how do we use input, correct? Input. You will write here enter name of a student. Right? So I'm doing one by one, guys. You will see some error. Okay. Compile it. No error, but it won't work. Okay. And name will work. Age and all will not work. Okay? So I'm giving name. Now roll number. Equal to student, right? Now roll number should be integer value. Okay? So what we will do, we'll typecast with int. Okay. Clear? Now marks. Marks equal to input, enter marks of student. Now marks can be like float also. So I cannot take int, right? Here it will take string. It will return a string, right? This input will also return a string, right? When you input, but I'm changing it to int. So let us change it to float. And now compile and see any error is there. There is no error, right? Clear? Now we'll not pass these values from here. Okay. So I'm creating an object. So how can we create object now?
Object name equals class name right there. That's after
Yeah.
that we need to call that.
Yeah, but
So
will it
for
not throw
C,
error?
yeah, it will throw an error.
It will throw error, right? So how to get rid of that? I think we can write these thing inside main method. 1 minute. I'll tell if it works. Okay, if you don't want this to throw error, right? Just write s equal to student. So it will create an object and it will uh, call a
With
zero
the
argument constructor. Okay, maybe these things I'll explain in next class. Right now our main mm, like motive is to create these classes and do this. Okay, so this also should be like this. Now defman, right? Now I am so this will initialize this object and all. Okay, I want to call s dot add student. Right? Let's call it. Student object has no attribute, add student. Now we have mm, 1 minute.
No, do we need to define the default constructor? It's like we define parameters.
No, I was thinking to call it, right? So because if you pass here, I- ideally it should work. That will work. Okay, so we can initialize here something like Kedar and roll number is 1, marks is 30. This will work. Sam conscious. Right? Now we can call s dot Add a student. This will also work. This is our old one, so no worries.
Kedar, we need to enter the name of the student.
Yeah, no. We'll enter that.
Okay.
I was thinking to remove this error.
Okay.
Enter name of student.
Yeah, it's asking for that.
Enter roll number of student 2. Enter marks of student 60. So this also worked. Right? That main thing we'll learn later, tomorrow maybe. So far this is clear, guys.
Yes, Kedarji.
Now search student. Right? How will we search? Any logic?
For loop.
Yeah. So for will take, but we have to search one student, right? So def search student. It will take an parameter self. Now we have to input one guy. Either we can search name or we can search his roll number, anything, right? So let us search with name only. Okay. So I'm typing here name input. Enter student name to search. Okay. Now what we have to do? Now we have to search for name, right? So maybe we'll search for student in mm, anyone? Self dot students is not there. So what we can do? It has only add student marks, names, roll
Name
number.
by
Yes. Now next logic. If S is equal to name. student found. So we'll modify this code later tomorrow, but let us try this. It's working now. This also works. Yes, thought add to the student. Okay. I want this to be going from here. Okay. Now I have to call that method as dot search student, right? And I'm passing here maybe Kedar. Yeah, let's run. So already Kedar 130 is there. I'm passing here. Roll number is 2. His marks is 70. A student of such takes one, but giving I'm passing 2 arguments. So Python, how it works? See, suppose I have given one argument here, Kedar, right? And S is also here. So it will take S as one input and Kedar as another input. Okay, so 2 arguments are going. So we have to call this. Okay? Still 220. Name such student is not defined. Search is defined.
S dot no error.
Hmm?
Object is
No,
dot.
if you are giving S dot this, right? What is happening is Mathli.
Okay.
So I want you guys to learn from mistakes only. Okay, S dot search, if I'm giving Kedar, okay, so I'll comment this. Okay. So 1 minute. I'm commenting it. It will say search student takes one positional argument, but I am giving 2. See,
Okay.
in here I am giving 1 only, right? But this S, this itself has
2 arguments.
no. So forget this. This S and this are just are different. So it says suppose in my Python, if I'm writing a dot sum x comma y, right? So sum is not taking 2 arguments. Sum is taking 3 arguments. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, and this will also be treated as argument. Okay.
Okay.
So now we have to learn how to call search method. Okay. So s dot search is not working. Search student also is not working. Right.
Yes.
Let me see if f dot search will work. Enter student name to search. Okay, I'm giving Kedar. So I'm able to call this, right? But inside nothing is going. Okay? So now I have to ask Google what mistake I'm doing. Why not searching. Make a lot of mistakes and then you learn. Hmm. So search is fine. Search is fine here. Okay. Telling you. So our search it is. Okay, working code. We'll compare both. Haha. Not this. Okay. Getting my point right? The way we were writing is not the correct way of calling it. Okay. Your original code fails because for s in self.name. Because of this, it is failing. So the code which we wrote is very, very generalized. Okay. It's too much advanced. This is a basic code. Okay. I should write like this because uh, right now we are not passing a list of names, and for loop expects a list, right? So this is the thing. If self.name equal to name found otherwise. So what we have to modify here is not this for loop, right? If self dot name is equal to name, right? Then we can print isn't found, right? Else student not found. Okay. Now we can run this. It should work. I'm writing this. No, no, 1 minute. Where is my s.ust? Yeah, should work. So I'm writing initial. Okay. It didn't print. Can you guys figure out what is wrong here?
Hello, Kedar.
Hmm.
Get the name for church, right?
Yeah. So as I said, right, we will make mistakes and learn. So I'm just trying to see where is the mistake. So that okay, that input is not there. Here name. Ideally it should work now. And HIL. T. I'm commenting this. Student found. Clear, guys? What mistake I did and how did we correct? When we pass a list of names, right? That time we can use for loop. Okay. And if you're searching something, right, you have to pass that as a parameter here. So this oops concept is very important, that we try all several possibilities and then come to here. Okay. If I had not made these kind of mistakes, it will be difficult for you to learn. Okay. Now delete, who will tell me? So I write a function delete. Then it will also take two parameter.
Self, comma, name, or roll number.
Now if self dot name equal to name, right? Then what we have to do, right? Then we have to do self dot name dot, there will be on remove keyword self dot name self dot name is equal to name. So why it is giving error? Incomplete input. Pass. Okay. So now we have to remove it, right? which method we'll use? Now I cannot hard code. I cannot do anything. Right? So there was a remove method, right? Name dot code to remove. How did we remove that day when we learnt? Hmm, student not found. Self dot name equal to none. We have to remove, right? We'll do one thing, guys. Already 142. I need to see what is wrong here, okay? Because I thought I will give a very small explanation on how to search and all, but looks like it is taking list. Okay? And I have not uh, created this code for so long. Okay, so road. Let's see. Name will come here. Okay. Student found. And then as dot delete student. Ideally it should work. Student. Kedar. So we are not doing anything inside, right? And we'll print. Print s dot name. Let's see what is coming. Okay, compile this. Then compile this. Removed student is compile this. Mhm. Okay. So we are deleting and we are removing. That's not printing. Let us try this tomorrow. Okay. Hello team.
Yes, Kedar, we'll try tomorrow.
Okay, Kedar.
We'll try tomorrow. There is some minor syntax error.
Okay.
We'll figure out. We'll also
Yes,
see
sure.
how to do with list, how to do it. So major programming will happen tomorrow
Okay.
for
Yeah,
this.
sure.
But so far, whatever we did, it's clear, no?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
Kedaji,
clear.
it's clear, Kedaji.
Okay. So we'll stop here. We'll meet tomorrow. And thank you, guys.
Thank you, Kedar.
Thank you, Kedar.
Thank you, Ma.
Thanks, Kedar.
Thank you.